Okay, this a different sort of song now. This is it's called Tyler Smiles. It's I wrote this just after the defeat of the poll tax, and it's basically celebrating one of the few victories for the left in this country in the 1990s. 2 poll taxes, 2 peasants' revolts. Of course, the first one was led by Wat Tyler, and the second one didn't have any leaders at all. Here's to you, the skeptic few, in the dark old days of '82, when 1,000 corpses stoked an awful pyre. Here's to '84 and '5, when all our dreams took another dive, amidst the jeers of Mammon and the howls of Murdoch's choir. There were times I really thought they'd all been conned and all been bought. Too much Chingford on the brain and never gonna think again. But it's a taxing time for Essex now. And Tyler smiles on an angry crowd stretching miles and miles. 600 years, but the lesson wasn't learned. And Tyler smiles through a hail of bricks and stones and tiles. Now history rolls back, the worm has turned, retribution earned. Tell me why it took so long. All these years we've sung this song, and will the spectre ever go away? 100,000 garden gnomes outside 100,000 homes are standing on their own 2 feet today. No strident tones now, just a whine. A hand-picked panclerk holds the line. The same song with a few new chords for Albion's user-friendly hordes. A thornless rose is flopping in the breeze. Tony Blair and Tyler smiles through the acid rain of the sheepdog trials. Perhaps he never really went away. And Tyler smiles on the village greens and the 7 dials. There's still so far to go, but anyway, Tyler smiles. And if it's really over and the swords turn into ploughshares, she'll go to Eastern Europe. Oh, they really love her there. The full Alexa and the Iron Curse. And Tyler smiles as Labour's leaders close their files. And what's his name from their own history? And Tyler smiles on that angry crowd stretching miles and miles. Hey, gotcha, lady, gotcha. Finally, Tyler smiles. Cheers. Well, all right, football songs too. A couple of you know already that it's actually the 9th of January 2005. Myself and my hastily put together band Seagull Scar got to number 17 in the top 40 with a song in support of our new stadium, Tomahawk, We Want Falmer. And I'm not going to do that one because it's a very Brighton centric and it's basically Tom Hart by the Piranhas with new lyrics. But I'm going to do this one. Most of the time you'll find these places quietly tucked away, run by a bunch of crusties or the RSPCA. But when you see the latest one, I'm sure you will agree that every creature in it has a premier pedigree. It's funded from the billions leached by private profiteers from Soviet oil resources built up over the years. So take a walk down Stamford Bridge and soon you'll plainly see the universe's most expensive donkey sanctuary. Donkey sanctuary, donkey sanctuary. Hey, Mr. Abramovich, would you buy one from me? Donkey sanctuary, donkey sanctuary. They're overpriced, they're over here, they're playing for Chelsea. He wants a new one every day, so he puts in a bid. And each new one costs double the amount the last one did. That's 20 times more than they would have cost a week ago. The price is right for Roman, however high you go. And all the miles, some of our clubs are fighting to survive with handouts and collections just to help us stay alive. Some say that's market forces, I say that's a load of shit. In football and in life, we've had far too much of it. Donkey sanctuary, donkey sanctuary. Hey, Mr. Abramovich, would you buy one from me? Donkey sanctuary, donkey sanctuary. They're overpriced, they're over here, they're playing for Chelsea. So hate Man U forever, but hate Chelsea even more. Phone up Stamford Bridge and ask, what's Russian for Eeyore? Rejoice it's time they lose the game, abuse them when they win. Because they're a plastic football club, a profiteer's plaything. That money is the people's cash, in Russia it should stay. A curse upon the traitors who gave Soviet power away. A few clubs get the millions, the rest go to the wall. So let's kick out the usurers and let's take back our ball. Donkey sanctuary, donkey sanctuary. Hey, Mr. Abramovich, would you buy one from me? Donkey sanctuary, donkey sanctuary. They're overpriced, they're over here, they're playing for Chelsea. They're overpriced, they're over here, they're playing for Chelsea. They're overpriced, they're over here, and they're playing for Chelsea. Eeyore! Cheers. Right, last one for me coming up. David, you're on again in a minute. For the first time at the Leasowe, Libyan thrash metal. This is a traditional Libyan thrash metal song which I wrote in 1986 when the Yanks were bombing Libya. Now they're still bombing that part of the world. They've just chosen a different country for a while, but you just have to change the nationality and you got basically the picture. This is a traditional Libyan thrash metal song. At the time I thought, you know, they were saying Libya's full of terrorists, so let's go and bomb it. And of course that's what terrorists do, they bomb innocent people. So I thought, let's take this to its logical conclusion. Let's blame Libya for everything that's gone wrong throughout the whole of history. And this is the result. It's called Libyan Students from Hell. Just look at us, we're the scourge of the land, we're Colonel Gaddafi's favourite band. We all eat babies and we're commies too, and we've all got AIDS and we'll give it to you with scaly tails and horns and hooves. We're going to shoot everything that moves, and we don't care just what you say, because you sold us the weapons anyway. So don't mess with us, because we're foreign and we smell. We're the Libyan students from hell. Telly goes wrong or your car won't start, you can bet your life we played our part. If your team doesn't win or you miss the bus, 10-1, it's all down to us. If a dog runs back with a copy of The Sun and brings it back with a crossword done, if someone wraps you round the head or you find John Major in your bed, we did it, and everything else as well, because we're Libyan students from hell. There's nothing very prudent about a Libyan student, can't you tell? Nothing very prudent about a Libyan student from hell. 2, 3, 4. We imported neighbours to these shores personally started 3 world wars, broke your grand's coronation mugs, sold Rio Ferdinand all his drugs, caused the plague and the Great Fire too, brought the prices right to you, pushed Robert Maxwell over the side, took Mark Bolan for his last rides, don't mess with us, we're foreign and we smell, we're the Libyan students from hell. 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 Cheers. And now, please welcome back David Romex. Are you a student? Do we have someone here who is Libyan and was a student? But the big question is, are you from hell? No, you're not from hell. If you're from New Brighton, then you are, I'll tell you.